What's going on? I am just got back from a run. I am, let's see, it's the 7th. So I did an 84.5 hour fast starting the new year. And I have transitioned from it into carnivore. And I have been eating, for the most part, just red meat, eggs. I said I was going to use milk. I haven't used milk yet. I will. Oh, my hair's a mess. I went for a run this morning. But I feel a lot better than I thought I was going to. Everything I read, a lot of people said that first couple of weeks, which I'm only really 3.5 days into carnivore, 4 days into carnivore, something like that. I have yet to have any energy issues. I did a little over right at 2.5 miles this morning, which is a lot for me. I haven't ran in a long time, and I'm overweight. I'm 6'1", 249 pounds per the end of my fast. So I am making some sausage and eggs for myself and the family. I'm gonna make this one toast. I won't be eating any toast, but it's been a good experience so far. Yeah, I've doing this carnivore. I felt good, like I said. Now I guess technically I have cheated a little bit. Yes. Oh, she ran out. I love you. I guess technically I've cheated just a little bit because I have been using, I've been doing bulletproof coffee in the morning. So the black coffee, I'm using ghee, organic, clarified ghee, organic coconut oil. So technically the coconut oil is not a carnivore. And to start off, because I've always liked a little bit sweeter coffee, I started off with like a rounded teaspoon of honey in my coffee in the mornings. I'm down to about a half a teaspoon. In 4 days, I'm down to about half a teaspoon. And not loving it with that, the sweetness going away, but I can't. I've got to get off the sweetness. Yes. But there again, if honey's my downfall, what can I do? I am really excited about this. I have a race to run in end of February. It's a local race, well, fairly local. I've done it a couple of times before. It's called Flatlanders. It's in Providence Canyon State Park here in Georgia. I signed up for the 10K. I've done the 5K. I've done the 10K before. I did 10K 2 years ago, weighing in at 270 pounds, out of shape, and I did it in an hour and 42 or an hour 47. I can't remember. I'd have to look it up. But and it actually wound up being, instead of 6.2, it wound up being 6.8 miles. Which he said that the director did say that he thinks that a 10K was just a tad over 10K. Yeah, that's whatever. I don't care. But I will say that I've already signed up. It's the end of February for that. So I'm going to be trying to run 2 or 3 times a week, getting back up to it. I did 2.5 miles in like 28 minutes a day. Not great, but I'm definitely not mad at it. I'm actually happy with that. Sorry, house is a mess behind me. It's a cleanup day for here. So try to keep up with the house during the week, but I work full time, work a lot of overtime. Wife works full time, plus 3 kids that I can only help with when I get off from work. So she's got a lot to do when I take care of the kids and all that. Anyway, I'm going to continue out carnivore for the rest of this month, and kid sausage over there. One thing I am going to try to do is, I may not continue on carnivore after this, but I'm going to transition to more Paul Saladino's type of diet, more of the animal based. Going to add some fruits, some tuber vegetables, stuff like that back in. And there again, that picks me back up on the honey. I'll be able to have my honey again with that. So as of Monday, tomorrow, no honey in my coffee. So that's going to suck, but it is what it is. I got to, try to stick to this a little bit better. And because I fasted for 3.5 days or 84 hours, I'm going to stick to my actual carnivore will last a solid week into February. We have a one of the kids' birthdays, shortly into February, along with Valentine's Day. And I can already tell you one thing, I'm going to cheat that week. She's young, so where we go for birthday, it's not a big issue, out to eat. I've already put in, we're going to our local Mellow Mushroom because they make a pizza that's I don't know what you want to call it, a Hawaiian chicken maybe. It is grilled chicken, grilled ham, pineapple, jalapenos, extra cheese, and garlic. So good. But I'm going to get a small one. I'm going to probably eat the whole thing. One thing I can say is, I had a, issue with, I like to drink. I did for a while. And I believe yesterday, I've got it on my phone, September 27th was my day. I marked it because I cannot remember. I didn't put it in my phone and didn't write it down. I went to the doctor the 26th. Just for like checkup and stuff like that. And I'd cut down on drinking a lot since my first doctor's visit in the middle of the summer when she was like, hey, you need to get your shit together. Get it together, get in shape. Had some issues, so she was like, you got to cut out some of the drinking, I love bourbon. I am actually, that's what I do. I'm a brewer. Well, technically I was a brewer up until a couple of days ago. They just announced a big change at work, so that's going to be changed, but we'll see how that goes as well. But I was a brewer for 6.5 years. I love to brew. I love home brews, but I have not had a alcoholic beverage of any sort in at least 101. I think yesterday was 101 days. So maybe. And there again, I think when I started my timer for the 28th, and I'm almost 100% positive that my actual start date, so my last drink was this 26th, the day I went to the doctor, that evening. I'm pretty sure that I was actually technically sober as of the 27th of September last year. So I'm somewhere between, I think my official count is right at 102 days, but we're going to call it 102 as of making this video. I'm going to start doing a little bit more life updates. Some people may not want to hear this. A lot of these updates and these videos I'm doing over the next few months it's not so much of a trying to get everybody else's input and views and stuff like that. If I do, great. I hope that one thing I hope is I put out some content. People enjoy it. They want to watch it. I hope it does, and I hope it helps somebody. I hope somebody else can see this and say that, that had a problem with drinking and could say, hey, he can do it. I can do it. It was tough. And even to this day, 100 and something days, over 3 months in, I can still tell you, it's not so much of the drinking like to get drunk or to get that buzz. I miss the social interactions of it. We used to get together with some guys that I worked with. We all enjoyed sit down with a glass of bourbon and a cigar. I've had a couple of cigars, that's not something I really worried about quitting. I haven't had a cigar in over a month. I ran out of my favorite cigar. I had a few in my humidor. My humidor was getting low, so I was like, I'm not going to replace them right now. And I can't say that I will stay 100% sober in the sense of never having another drink forever. But until I know that I can have a drink and it doesn't flip that switch of, oh, here's a drink, we're going to keep drinking, I'm going to hold myself off it. I really do want to get back to where I can have a craft beer. I enjoy craft beer. I enjoyed being on the brewing side, learning the brewing process, becoming a brewer at home, doing my own home brews. I've made a lot of different beers. I enjoyed it, the process. I enjoyed the recipes, everything that goes into it. And I really enjoyed going to local breweries. Anytime we went out of town, I tried to find a local brewery and tried to get, a couple of brews from them and try them. And, with that, 9 times out of 10, most people, myself included, you're not sitting around getting hammered off of a couple of local home brews. You know, a couple of beers, and you're good. My problem was not the couple of beers, it was a couple of beers. And then I would turn around and come home, open a bottle of bourbon, have a couple of drinks. A couple of drinks, you know, here and there turned into way more than what should have. But this is my fitness journey. These videos are so that other people can see them, and hopefully it inspires somebody else, but also so that down the road when my kids are older, they can come back and look at these videos and be like, he did it. He broke whatever was ailing him, you know, trying to be better for them. I used to be into fitness, and you know, at one point in time I was a certified personal trainer. Many years ago. That was before I met my wife. But now I'm just trying to make it, trying to get back to being a healthy person. I know this is a fairly long video, but this is my video kind of introducing myself in this journey to y'all. And I'm going to hopefully start posting. I'm hoping that, you know, with work and everything, I can post a couple of times a week, 2-3 times a week. If I can do that, I'll be happy. It may be once a week, some weeks, but you know, I work full time. Got 3 kids, a wife, 2 dogs. You know, it's just, life gets in the way, so I can't always do stuff like that. And I don't have a computer and all that stuff to edit, so everything I do is done off my iPhone at this point in time. So. But this is my journey. I hope some people will follow along. Hopefully I guess they could hear me and didn't want to hear me anymore. But anyway, I hope that, you know, somebody out there sees this and, you know, it helps them to push past, you know, because I know that there's a lot of people in the influencer / fitness world that when you look at them, they are beyond what they're beyond what the average person is going to be. The average person is not going to run any kind of TRT. The average person is not going to run any, you know, gear cycle. The average person is going to have kids, a family, full-time life, full-time job. You know, fitness and inspiration, and you know, social media is not going to be their job. So that's kind of where I'm at with this. It's more of it's really a documentary for my kids to look back on one day, and it's also something that I hope it inspires people with a normal lifestyle. Normal, when I say normal, I mean as normal as most people understand, you know, work, life, family, that kind of stuff. I just hope it is something that somebody can find, and you know, whether it inspires them or they just want to follow along because they enjoy it. Hopefully I can put out some good, decent content. I mean, like I said, for the foreseeable future, all of my videos are going to be filmed with an iPhone. I do have a nice camera and a GoPro, so there may be here a little bit of stuff here and there, but probably more so with the GoPro. But for the most part, it's just going to be me and an iPhone doing a little bit of doing a little bit of editing. I'll leave that one in there. Doing a little bit of editing on the iPhone, putting these little short videos together. Well, they'll be short after this one for the most part. You know, I'll try to keep them, you know, 10 minutes or less. I think this will be 15 to 20 minutes. But also, you know, this is my journey. I'm gonna put it out there. Hopefully people enjoy it. Hopefully people like it. And hopefully one day my kids can look back at it and understand everything. And I'll delve more into each side of things in the future as I feel fit or as I feel comfortable expressing more of it. You know, my health journey, my health issues, my my issues with alcohol. I mean, I told you a little bit about that, but you know, I'll delve more into it. If people really want to know about it, I'll make videos about it. But for the time being, this is it. You know, just hopefully y'all follow along. This is my journey.